I want to show you what happened when our cameras went after some prominent Republican senators, asking them if they'll be watching tomorrow.
Do you plan on watching the hearing tomorrow?
No.
This weekend?
No, not at all.
Tomorrow I'm going to be paying attention to what we're doing in the Senate.
I don't have time to watch that tomorrow.
No, I've got other things to do.
No, I will not be watching. I think this whole thing is a sham.
So, Bob, people are going to be picking up their laundry and resorting their sock drawers, anything but watching the hearing. Number one, do you believe those answers were honest? And number two, is this any way for possible prospective jurors to behave?
Well, Brian, the cameras were chasing around those Republican senators today. I was about 10 steps down the hallway waiting for them to get out of the range of the cameras and pulling them aside. And while they say publicly they're not going to watch the impeachment proceedings on Wednesday, let me tell you, if you look at my notebook today, almost all of them will keep close track of it. But when I asked them how are they going to engage with it, how will they respond, they say they want to frame this as a partisan exercise, and they felt more uncomfortable about the Mueller investigation because Mr. Mueller was a nonpartisan figure. But now they see with Chairman Schiff in the House an opportunity in the Republicans' view to say this is all partisan. And Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky, on the record told me he can't wait to move to dismiss this entire impeachment once it comes to the Senate, should it come to the Senate, with a motion to dismiss. So there's the partisan soldiers, the Trump soldiers, whether it's Devin Nunes in the House or Mark Meadows or Jim Jordan, they're getting ready. So is Senator Paul and Senator Graham in the Senate to make this political warfare not an engagement of the substance, which is what Democrats want to do on Wednesday, to make it about substance. The word I kept hearing from Democrats today, solemn. This is a solemn moment.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.